Hello everybody, welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. I'm Nimmi. I hope you all are doing well. This week I'm going to talk about the Tower card, one of the scariest card in Tarot. The reason why we feel that way is because most of us, we don't like change, right? We don't like to go through chaotic situations. Our mind wants certainty. Our mind wants to be sure about things. Our mind wants to be in control. And when things are out of control, we feel uncomfortable. So that's what the Tower represents. Tower represents a big change, a major release, an unpleasant event. However, something that's necessary for growth, evolution, and forward momentum. So Tower is a blessing in disguise, meaning whatever is falling away is something that we have outgrown, something that's not serving a purpose. So, and so this event, whatever this situation is, it's helping us create room for new experiences. So here what we see on the card is destruction, right? Lightning, thunderbolt, two people are being thrown out of the tower, a man and a woman. So this represents aspects of our own personality, the masculine and the feminine, and they don't have a choice. The building is burning, right? So, and the crown here represents our ego's tendencies. Meaning, from a spiritual perspective, what this means is when we are focusing, too much on our personal desires, our materialistic tendencies, and when we ignore spiritual principles and what nourishes our soul, then that sooner or later we will find ourselves in this situation. We will be forced to look at our life and make the necessary changes, right? So this tower is actually built on false belief system. So whenever we build something on, when the foundation is not strong, it will crumble sooner or later. So that's what the tower is. And it forces us to make the necessary changes, create the balance in our life, and make positive changes in our life. So a blessing in disguise, a destruction. However, destruction carries with it the energy of creation, right? So, and after this storm, air is replenished. And so this is cleansing, cleansing energy. It helps us clear away something that that's blocking our forward momentum. So tower, this is an obstruction, right? An obstacle. So when it crumbles down, it will be then possible for us to see the possibilities that are waiting for us on the other side, right? It will clear the path for us to move forward. So that's how I see the tower card, a big block, and when it crumbles down, then we will be able to see what's on the other side. So while we are going through that chaotic situation, we won't know what's happening, right? It could be several things. This represents a natural disaster like flood, storm, earthquake, things like that, political upheaval, something to do with economy, organizational restructuring. So something that's not in our control. In our personal life, this could mean a health crisis, something to do with relationships, emotional outburst, career change, relocation, things like that, something to do with our home. So, whatever this event is, this challenges our sense of stability and security, something that's built on, again, false belief system, right? And then it forces us to look at our life, look at our past experiences, and ask ourselves if this is how we want to move forward or if we want to make some changes. So this is also all about renewal, transformation, clarity, and creation. So it gives us an opportunity to build something that will stand the test of time, something that's powerful. So a transformative experience. Tower is a wake up call. This is a warning. So if the tower hasn't happened yet, and when this shows up in our reading, this asks us to be proactive and make the necessary changes and don't wait for a crisis to happen. And usually what happens is most of the time we know what needs to change, right? Instinctively, we know what needs to happen, what's not working in our life. However, making the change means putting in the effort, doing the work, and so we tend to put it for another day and wait for a miracle to happen. So, and when we don't hear the voice of our, the whispers of our intuition, the voice becomes louder and louder. So that's what the tower is. So this is a divine intervention. This is, it pushes us out of our comfort zone, and it forces us to do what is necessary in order to make that change. Tower is the 16th card in tarot. It has the energy of both magician as well as lovers and the chariot card. So magician's energy is all about focused intention, knowing what we want, and then putting all our energy, our attention, our effort towards that one goal and single-mindedly focusing on that, staying committed, and in order to make it a reality. And lover's energy is about balance, integration. It's about balancing the masculine and the feminine, and integrating our experiences, and also having to finding ourselves at crossroads and having to make a choice. So that's what the energy of lovers is all about. It also has to do with relationships, and the chariot has to do with multiple priorities, a new beginning, a new endeavor. So a tower carries all these energies. Yes, this has to do with a turning point in our life. This has to do with manifestations, because sometimes what happens is we want something, but our actions, our decisions don't align with what we truly want, right? So there are like multiple priorities that we are the person may be focused upon, and we are every day we are bombarded with a lot of distractions, the energy of chariot. So all this is happening, and then there comes a time when we can't ignore it anymore. We have to then face the reality for what it is, and then we cannot avoid it anymore. We don't have a choice, but we have to make a change. We have to make a powerful decision. We have to stay committed. We have to do what needs to be done. So that's what the tower moment is. So magician's energy is there, chariot's energy is there, and also the lover's energy is there. So it has to do with manifestations, balance, integration, making powerful decisions, and yes, renewal, creation, creating something more powerful. So tower is something that we can avoid. We don't have to wait for a crisis to happen in order to make that change, right? So this is is all about listening to our own intuition and those recurring thoughts, and then doing what needs to be done. For instance, it could be making a doctor appointment, or it could be changing up our diet, or it could be having an important conversation, a difficult conversation. It could be taking our vehicle for an inspection, taking care of that maintenance issues, things like that, or relocation, moving to a different place, different country, and creating new experiences, starting all over again. So it helps us change our attitudes, our habits, and it creates a sense of urgency, and it motivates us to act, make that decision, and do what needs to be done. So, all right, that's the Tower card. It's not a scary card. Yes, when we, like I said, when we are going through that situation, things may seem kind of chaotic, but then there is order in chaos. It's all about, trusting ourselves, having faith, and knowing that something good is going to come out of the situation, right? So there you go. If you have a question, if you want to learn more about this card, do send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to sit down with you, talk about this card or any card, any for that matter. Tarot readers, do share your thoughts, how you read this card. And yes, I will see you next week with another card. Till then, please take care. Bye bye.